Mm. I'll wait for some people to tune in. We got 2 minutes. If you need to fast forward, if you're watching this later. Hello, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have my iPad with me, so if you guys have questions tonight, I can answer those. I know it's been a while since we have caught up in what is going on in life. I have stereo now. I want to catch up with everyone and see how all of you guys are doing and kind of give you a life update. And we'll do some yoga too. I hope you guys all had a great holiday. I know a lot of people have been sick over this holiday, and I know it might not be perfect, but I know hopefully you guys had some days off and we can catch up as we do some yoga tonight. I have been super busy since the last live that we've done. You guys may have seen that I am now in downtown Fremont at a place on the second story above Harvey Oak Surge Staffing. If you go up there, I'm doing Reiki, tarot, private yoga classes. If you guys want to book those are available on my website. I've actually been pretty busy doing all of that. I launched my own essential oil line that I'm also selling in my business and hopefully putting in some stores. So if you know anyone that does any craft type of stores that want to add my witchy essential oils, I will have those to put in. Plus I will be selling them at my yoga events. I have other things in the work for next year as well. So one hint is in this video that I'll be offering next. Don't look too hard because it may be, but I have something in this area that I'm also working on to start selling in the business as well. And I will be doing lots of yoga again over the summer and in my new facility. Hi Carmela, you're welcome. We're gonna work on some digestion and stress relief because although the holidays can be great, we can enjoy them, we're also can be overwhelming for some people. It can be stressful, it can be overwhelming. Sometimes we all have those families, right? I know personally, family can be too much sometimes and sometimes not enough, right? We can also overeat, eat things that we're normally used to eating. We can drink and we can overindulge. So we're gonna work on all of those things this evening. So no matter if you behaved with your diet or did not behave with your diet, we are here tonight, no judgment, right? Let's get started. We'll talk a little bit about life as we go on. If you have any questions, I have my iPad over here. I can answer some questions this evening. I got that ready. It'll pop in and I will try to answer as we go. Let's get started. First thing when we talk about stress is breath work. As we become overwhelmed, we tend to not notice our breath. We kind of hyperventilate a little bit as we are stressed. Hi, Busy. I'm glad you're ready too. We're going to take a few moments and work on our breath work to calm ourselves down. Either, sometimes it can be spending too much money, out shopping. Those kind of things can cause us to have a little anxiety and panic as we head into this holiday season. Let's take our hands to the top of our knees. I am seated on a blanket. You can too if you want to, or you can just come to seat on your mat. Let's close our eyes. Come to our breath and just start to relax. Notice the space between your ears and your shoulders. I'm going to turn this down because I can hear myself and it's freaking me out, okay? Notice the inhale and the exhale. Even if it's still not as slow as what you'd like, just start to notice it. Start to intentionally maybe count to 4 as you inhale, 4 as you exhale to slow the breath down. Or take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then fill the belly with air as you inhale. And then draw the belly button to spine as you exhale. Fill the belly with air and expand. Draw the belly button towards the spine to exhale. In these couple of moments, just notice, hopefully, that little bit of breath work, maybe how you feel. Notice if you found a moment of calm within the breath. Notice if maybe you were able to forget something that maybe you were stressing about the past day or the week or the month. We're going to take some time and kind of check in on ourselves this evening. See if we're carrying any stress in our body. We'll start at the top of the head. Are we sitting tall or are we leaning forward? Are we scrunching our eyes? I know I do to hold my glasses on around our eyes or our forehead. Are we clenching our jaw? Start to soften the face, releasing tension. The shoulders hunch up by the ears. We're going to start to push them down. Are we falling out in our lower back? Let's sit tall. And just notice the cross of your legs. Was it difficult to cross them this evening? Take note of any discomfort you have in the body. We're going to check on ourselves again at the end of class. Doing a connective tissue release. Working on those aches and pains in the joints. And the inflammation that the body carries. Sometimes that inflammation is exaggerated as we eat different foods or drink or become stressed. Those are the type of things we're going to work on this evening. So think about those connective tissue areas. Lower back, hips, shoulders, neck. All the places we hold our stress. And we'll start to relieve with our practice. We're going to gently let the chin come down to chest. As the chin touches the chest, we're going to draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Releasing tension in our shoulders, our neck, and our upper back. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Putting some space between our ears and our shoulders. I like to do these a lot, especially during the winter as we start to wear heavy layers, sweaters, jackets, scarves, those kind of things. Start to put weight on the neck and the shoulders and create some tension and inflammation. The coldness in the air starts to draw the body tight. Also, making discomfort in the neck and the shoulders. Draw the shoulders down again. A lot of us carry tension in our neck and our shoulders when we are stressed. Or we look at our phones too much. We'll release the shoulders and let right ear come to right shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away from the ear, putting some space in our left side, from ear all the way down the neck and into the shoulder. Press the left shoulder down again. And then one more time, we're going to press the left shoulder down. Trying to press down, see if we can release any tension along our left side, from our ear, all the way down our neck and into our shoulder. We'll release the left shoulder, chin's gonna roll back to chest, and then drawing both shoulders down again. Releasing the back of the neck and into the shoulder blades. Releasing the shoulders, we're gonna head over to the other side, so left ear to left shoulder. This time we press the right shoulder down, releasing tension along our right side, from our ear all the way down our neck and into the shoulder. Press it down and away. You start to feel the stretch as it goes from your ear all the way down your shoulder. Press it down again. And then one last time, press the right shoulder down. And then a gentle release of the right shoulder. Chin rolls back to chest one more time. This time you can take the hands, bring them right to the base of the head, interlace the fingers. The arms can wrap right around the ears, elbows to ears, coming into a seated rabbit pose. As you put a little bit of pressure with the hands at the base of the head, you'll feel the stretch go all the way down your spine, landing in your tailbone. Just a small bit of pressure. you had the modified rabbit, we're going to release the hands first, unthread the fingers, bring the hands back to the knees. We're going to gently bring the head back up to neutral and pause for a breath. You might get dizzy. Close your eyes and feel the space now between your ears and your shoulders. Maybe you took notice of that in the beginning of class. Hopefully it feels like you shoved bricks off the top of your shoulders. You can definitely feel a space between your ears and your shoulders, or maybe feel like you're carrying less weight on the shoulders. We're going to start to work on belly bloat and digestion, those things that we have after eating for the holidays. We're going to start with some gentle movements to kind of move the intestines and the belly around, to get some movement in there, to possibly move things through the system. If you're a little constipated from the holidays, that will address those issues as well. So you might need to go to the bathroom afterwards. There's certain things that we're going to do. I want you to think of your torso and your intestines from here to here. We're thinking this as a square wash rag. We're thinking of all the bad things that we ate over the holidays as a wash rag, like you're washing a dirty table. That wash rag collects all kinds of dirty things that we wouldn't normally consume or have, and now that wash rag is all dirty right through here in our bodies, and we're going to think about that movement and that dirty wash rag. What do we do when our wash rag is dirty? We wring it out, right? We put it in water and we wring it out, and that's how we clean the wash rag. We're going to do that kind of motion with our stomach and our intestines to wring out some of the impurities and the nastiness that we have in our belly from overindulging over the holidays. So think of that analogy as we move through this section of the class. So we have our dirty wash rags that are our belly and our intestines. We're going to start to wring out that wash rag. How are we going to do that? We're going to start with some circular motion with our bellies. Hands are going to come to the knees. We're going to let the chest go right over towards the right knee. Left hand is pressing on the left knee. We're going to roll over towards the left knee. And then we're going to complete our circle by going all the way back around. So kind of a circle, right? We're going to start to slowly move that circle around. Moving the belly. Working on that dirty wash rag, right? What are we doing right now? We're kind of doing that wash cycle. Think of the slow movement as we move around. Also working on connective tissue in our lower back and in our hips. Slowly moving around in our circle. Bit of a spinal movement also with the belly. One more time in this direction. When you've completed your circle, we'll come back to center. Pause for a breath, and we're going to start to rotate the opposite direction. So circling this way. Chest goes towards the left knee, over towards the right, and circles back around. Putting that motion into our intestines, our bellies. Moving the food through our intestinal system. If you have a little belly bloat, you might start to feel that as we push that through our system. One more time in this direction. We'll pause in the center again. If you need to change the cross of your legs, you can do that. Now that we put some motion into our bellies, we're gonna move from side to side, lengthening through our side to make space for that food to digest. We're gonna start by taking the left hand down to our mat. Right arm's going to reach towards the sky. What is this doing? We're putting space between our armpit and our hip. Start to reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. Feel that release in the right hip, in the connective tissue. Lengthening through our right side. Adding some space for the belly, the intestines to start to move and put some motion in to help digest. Then we're going to rotate the palm over towards the left and gently reach the right arm over towards the left, extending through our right side, creating a little space. Let the right arm rainbow over towards the left. Start to feel the release in the right hip all the way to the armpit. Keep the right bottom pressed to your mat as you lean over towards the left, extending the right side. And then we'll gently tip back up. The left hand can come to left knee. Extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then gently float it back to right knee. We extended the right side. Let's extend the left. We're going to start by reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Feel the extension from the left armpit to the left hip. Extend, creating space for our intestines and our stomach. And then rotate the left palm over towards the right. Give it a little tip, rainbow it over. Feeling the space between our left hip joint all the way to our armpit as we rainbow it over towards the right. One more lean over. See if you can release any more tension along the left side. And then bring it back up. Left hand's going to reach towards the ceiling. Extend through the left side. And then let the left palm come back to the knee. We're going to extend the legs out. Give them a little shake. Right, we've had all that belly movement. We're gonna do some more. Let's shake the feet out first. I know they can fall asleep from the seated poses. We're gonna take the left leg out into the center, toes towards the ceiling. Right leg's gonna cross over top. And just give the right knee a little hug. Sit up tall. If right foot can reach the bottom of your mat, that's great. If not, you can kind of do this if you don't have that reach. Or you can prop the right foot up on a block to help you get that extension. We're just squeezing the right knee into the chest. Feel an opening on the outside of your right hip. Sit tall, let the right hip release. You're gonna have a couple choices here. We're gonna add a little bit of a twist here with the belly and the upper body, working on more of that intestinal movement. If you want to do constipation moves, there's one thing you have to remember. You always move left to right, not right to left. That's how you want to digest and get the food through the body. If you reverse that, you have a chance of it coming back up. If you go to another yoga class and they tell you to go right first and then left, you just do your own thing. You go left, you go right, right? They don't know what they're doing. Hi, Summer. We're going to give the right leg a little hug with our right arm. We're going to work on digestion. So like I said, if you want the food to go down, we go left to right, never right to left. So we're going to squeeze the right knee, so right arm to right knee. You can stay here. You have an option for your twist, either left hand, right on the left side, and we're going to gaze over the left shoulder. That is your first option. That is for a gentle release. If you want to go a little bit farther, left hand is going to reach behind, fingertips away, and we're going to gaze over the left shoulder. So you have a choice, either palms facing the left, fingertips toward the left, we gaze over the shoulder. Fingertips face behind, we gaze over the shoulder. Right arm is still hugging the right knee. Left toes are towards the ceiling. Coming into a twist pose. And then we're going to reverse it. So we're going to bring the left hand, squeeze the knee, right hand's going to come behind or off to the side. So either fingertips facing the right or fingertips facing behind. And gaze over the shoulder. We're going to draw the belly button to spine. Squeeze the belly button in and twist a little bit farther. Lift the chest, twist to the upper body. And slowly bring the right arm back around. Squeeze the knee, sit tall. And then we're going to switch sides. Right leg's going to come to the center. Take a breath. You can wiggle the feet for a breath. And then left leg's going to cross over top. We're going to hug the left knee this time, releasing the outside of the hip and the lower back. Hopefully no one had a big dinner before they came into this class. That might be a little uncomfortable. I made the mistake of eating a peppermint cookie before I came up here. Now it's not doing so hot, but my own fault, right? So like I said before, we go left to right. So where are we going to go? Towards the left first. So we hug the knee with the right hand. Left hand is either going to face out towards the left or fingertips behind and gaze over the shoulder. Squeeze the belly button in as we twist over towards the left. So your version, either fingertips towards the left or fingertips facing behind. Lift the chest, squeeze the belly button, gaze over the left shoulder. We'll untwist, squeeze the knee again, sit forward. And then we'll switch sides. Right hand is either go out towards the right, fingertips towards the right. We look off the shoulder, or fingertips behind. And we gaze over the shoulder. Squeeze the belly button in. You might start to feel that digestion or a release of the belly bloat as we start to delve into more of these belly stretches. And then we'll come back forward again. Squeeze the left knee, sit tall. And then we're going to uncross the legs. Let the legs go wide. We're going to do some stretches here. You can't see my toes here, but I'm going to have you point your toes towards the ceiling. We're going to start with just hands on the legs. We're going to create some more space in the belly again, just by walking the hands forward. If you can reach the toes, you can't see mine, but I have my fingertips on top of my toes. And as we lean forward, we're gonna lead with the chin going forward. You'll see the difference here. So if I lead with my shoulders, you're gonna see this. If I lead with my chin, my chest drops. Notice that movement here. As I pull my chest forward, there's a lengthening through the chest. That's gonna open up the belly and get us ready for our digestion. So you'll notice here, leading with my shoulders, drawing my chin forward, opening up my chest and my belly and my pelvis, floating the chin forward, almost like a string is pulling my chin towards you. Pause here. Let the hamstrings release. You're going to feel that from hip to heel. We're going to release the back of the legs first and then add the movement. So hold it for another minute. And then about that time is when that magic time, about 2 minutes for these yin poses. That's when the muscles release. Kind of feel that melting of the muscles as they let go and release some of that tension it's holding. If you have the toes, we're going to bring the hands back down to the legs, slowly bringing ourselves back up. And we're going to start to add the movement. Arms are going to reach like a cross or a T. And we're going to add some twisting from side to side. You guessed it. Toes are towards the ceiling. We're going to take our right arm and just cross it over to our left toes. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, left hand to right toes. Inhale, bring us back up. Exhale, right to left. Inhale and exhale. Use your breath as you move from side to side. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, you sit tall. We're wringing out our dirty wash rag again. Notice the movements as we move from side to side, just like you would clean that wash rag analogy that we used at the beginning of class. couple more. One more set, take your time. You can let the hands rest on top of the legs and pause for a breath. Take a couple breaths and notice how you feel with the belly. We'll bring the bottoms of the feet together, hands to the ankles just for a rest. Notice if you feel any more space in the belly. Notice if the bloating went down a little bit. Take a couple breaths and just kind of notice how it feels in your belly space. We're going to inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, draw the belly button to spine. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, draw the belly button to spine. Inhale, fill the belly with air. Exhale, draw the belly button to spine. 2 more. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, draw the belly button to spine. Inhale, fill the belly one more time. Exhale, draw the belly button to spine. We'll gently bring ourselves back up. We're gonna head it down to mat. We're getting back to that laying down part. I like to use a blanket as a pillow. That's your choice. We're gonna come down to mat, knees towards the ceiling. So get comfy. You can fold the blanket over a little more. If you're in my other classes, you know I always say, flip the blanket. We don't want the butt where the head was. We flip the blanket. If you're in any of my classes in person, I always make everyone flip their blankets or fold them in half. So that way our head is not where our butt was. We're gonna let the feet come to mat, knees towards the ceiling. So you can see the knees tracking right towards the ceiling. And just a few kind of windshield wipers from side to side, tilting the knees over towards the left first, and then the right. Putting some spinal rotation in your lower back and in the outside of the hips. Hands can either go down on the mat to help with balance, or on the belly. You can give it a little massage as you roll from side to side if you feel any more belly bloating. Feel the release from your spine all the way around your hips and into your pelvis. We're going to bring the knees back up towards the ceiling. You can walk the feet back if they took a little walk. And then we're going to extend the right leg. Right leg is going to go towards the ceiling, heel towards the ceiling. Hands are going to go right behind the thigh. Extend the heel up. I like to say, if you have a soft bend in your knee, I want you to extend the heel like you're going to step on the ceiling. You can kind of feel that motion instead of just forcing it straight. I want you to feel like you're going to put your foot on the ceiling and then extend it that way. Releasing our hamstring from hip to heel. And then that left leg can take a walk down the mat if it's comfortable. extending our left foot towards the ceiling. We are going to keep the leg in our right hand. Left hand is going to come to the outside of the leg and gently help it over towards the left. So left hand is guiding the outside of the leg over towards the left. Right shoulder blade is pressed to mat. Feel this on the outside of your hip and the outside of your leg from hip to heel. This time feeling the rotation in the lower half of our body, in our pelvis, our lower back, the outside of our hip. Once again, connective tissue. And then we'll slowly bring the leg back to center. Hands wrap around the thigh, step on your ceiling again. And let's point the toes up. Give the ankle a little swirl. Or as I like to say, stir the cauldron. Pretend your foot is just stirring a pot as we roll the ankle around. And you can switch directions. Releasing tension from our ankle and our feet. We'll bring it back to center again. Point the heel up. And then we're going to slowly extend our right foot back down to the mat, knee towards the ceiling. Left foot's going to come back. A few more windshield wipers here. Bring it back to center. Walk the feet towards the bottom. If they swayed away, we're going to extend the left leg this time. Hands are going to go behind the thigh. We're going to step on the ceiling, extending the left leg. Press the heel towards the ceiling. Step on the ceiling if you have a soft bend to help extend, releasing from hip to heel. And the right leg can take a walk down if that feels good. And this time the right hand releases, going to the outside of the leg. We're going to guide the leg over towards the right this time. Left shoulder blade stays pressed to mat. We're just letting the leg off towards the right. Left leg off towards the right. Feel that on the outside of your hip and the outside of your leg from hip to heel. Adding rotation in the lower body, working our foot all the way down. So we started at the bends of the shoulders and then we worked our way down. We'll bring the leg back up towards the ceiling. Thread the hands behind the thigh. Step on the ceiling again. A quick full body stretch. You can point the toes now, stir your cauldron in one direction, stir the foot around like you're stirring a pot. Releasing the ankle in the feet. And then rotate direction. And then press the heel towards the ceiling, extend the leg. And we'll bring the left leg back down to the mat. Arms are going to reach out to the side. We're going to pause for a breath. Pausing here in a quick Savasana. Letting our body rest to the mat for just a minute. Recovering from our stretches, recovering from our weekend. It's always important to take these couple moments in your Savasana. Just focus on the breath. Let the body take this moment, don't skip it. Releasing any little bit of stress that we're carrying in the body. If you feel any stress, I want you imagining you're taking a breath right to that spot, and then exhale, release it out your fingertips or your toes. Use the breath to imagine you're pushing that tension or stress right out through your fingertips or your toes and releasing it out into the universe because you don't need it anymore. And then taking your time, rolling to the left or right side and pressing up. We'll come back to a comfortable seat to end class together. Once again, if you came in a little late, this is my first class back for a couple months. I've been a little busy. I now have a facility in downtown Fremont that I am doing Reiki, tarot, private yoga classes. If there's anything that you need, you can catch my page Witchy Vibes. You can look at my schedule or shoot me a message. I have started my own essential oil line. If that's anything you're interested to, I also carry those. That is on my Facebook page. I am releasing a special blend tomorrow night. I will put that out there. Check back tomorrow. I will have that for you. I have gift card specials, free gifts with some of my appointments. Also check that out. Thanks for stopping by. If you just wanted to come by and say hi, or if you need anything else, I'm going to try to do another one of these towards Christmas/New Year's to help you all with that stress too. But before that, we're going to close out this class. As you come back to your comfortable seat, I want you to close your eyes. Notice if any of that tension you noticed from the beginning of the class, if you were able to release any of that. Notice if you are carrying any belly bloat or discomfort. Notice if you feel a difference in that. Anything you notice, I want you to take that and kind of write it down in your mental journal. Give yourself a little thanks for showing up this evening. And we'll seal today's practice together. Fingertips down, palms facing forward. As you inhale, take a deep breath. Reach the hands up and overhead as you reach that full breath on top. Palms gently come together. We exhale our hands down our midline, stopping at thumbs to sternum. We pause, give thanks for this great, thankful weekend. I'm glad you were able to log in with me. I thank you so much. I'm sorry it took me so long to do another one. Life gets crazy sometimes, but I promise it won't take me that long to come back. I will stop by for a couple more minutes, answer any questions that you need, If you have anything, shoot them to me now. If not, we'll seal it out. Yay, Summer, I'm glad you guys had joined late. Better late than never. I appreciate you all. If there's anything else, shoot it now, and I will answer any questions. You're welcome, Jackie. It was nice seeing you on here. It's been a while. You're welcome, Tammy. I promise I'll have another one in December. I'm going to try to do it at least monthly, these 45 minutes, just for you guys that can't necessarily make it to a class. Nancy, I'm jealous. I didn't have any wine. My husband and I don't really drink anymore, so except for Wednesdays. Shh. Well, thank you guys. If there's anything else, I will see you next time. I'll put another one up. You're welcome, Shannon. Oh, Nancy. Yeah, next time I'll have to have you over. I need some wine. Bye, guys. Have a great week. You're welcome, Deb. Thank you, guys.